If you have been finding it difficult to achieve the style that you're watching currently on the screen, you are in the right place, because I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to achieve this style. This is a bubu with a ruched and a snatch waist. I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to achieve this. If this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome. And to my old subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for the love, the likes, the comments. Please like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe as well, and you turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified anytime I post the video. Without too much ado, let's go straight to the video. You are welcome back to the class. So this is the cutting of the ruched dress that you just saw right now. So I have 3 yards of fabric here, and I folded it into 2 equal parts, and I folded it into 2 again, making 4. Okay, I've already folded my fabric into 4. I'm going to cut the front and back together at once. Okay, I have African print here with me. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be marking the length of the gown, and the length I'm working with is 40. I'm going to add 3 inches to it, making 43. Okay, so I'm adding 43 inches here, and I'm going to mark it. Okay, I'm going to connect my lines together. I noticed that my camera is not actually capturing this place, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust it so that we can actually see what I am marking. Okay, that is what I'm trying to do here. Please like, comment and share. Thank you for doing so, and turn on the notification bell so anytime I post a new content, you'll be the first person to actually know. Okay, so I'm gonna have to connect my lines together. The next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to add 1 inch allowance to that upper part. Okay, because of the kind of neckline that we're going to be creating. Okay, so we have a straight neckline here, so I'm going to add allowance to it so that I'll be able to join it. Okay, I'm able to sew the shoulder together. Okay, like so. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to enter the shoulder divided by 2, which is 8 inches. The shoulder I'm working with is 16 divided by 2 will give me 8, and I'm going to enter the neck line, the neck width. Okay, I'm actually using 7 inches, though I first put 6, but I later adjusted it. So the next thing, I input the sleeve measurement. The sleeve I work with is 12. Okay, and the is 11, and I added 1 into it, making 12. So the next thing, the neckline that I will put, like I said earlier, we only need a width of the neck here. We don't need the depth because it's a straight neckline. I first mark 6 inches, but later increase it to 7 inches. So I entered the shoulder slope and I connected it directly to the neck width, like so. The next thing, I'm going to enter the sleeve opening, and the sleeve opening I'm using is actually 10 inches. Okay, because I'm not adding elastic to this. But if you are adding elastic, you want to add elastic to your sleeve, extend it to be 12 inches, but I'm using 10 inches here, and I'm going to connect it like so. So the next thing, I'm going to enter my waistline. Okay, because of the ruche and the belt that we are inputting. So the waistline I'm working with is 15 inches. I'm going to mark 15 inches like so. Okay, and I'm going to connect the lines together. Okay, I will connect my lines together, and afterwards I'm going to divide my waist circumference by 4. My waist is 32 divided by 4 is going to give me 8 inches. Okay, so I'm going to enter 8 inches like so. 8 inches. I'm going to be entering the 8 inches. That is where my belt is going to sit. Okay, that's where I'm going to be attaching the belt to. And to create the ruche, I'm going to from that 8 inches, I will come in by 2 inches. Okay, whatsoever I have, whatsoever your waist circumference is divided by 4, you are going to remove 2 inches and you mark that whatever you have left. I have 6 inches left. After I remove 2 from 8, I have 6 inches left. So I'm going to mark 6 inches from the waistline down to the M line. Okay, though I came up by 2 inches from the M line, because I'm going to be using that 2 inches to fold it. This is the space that our rope is going to pass through in order to form the ruche. Okay, so that is what we have. Okay, like I said earlier, my rope is going to stop at that 2 inches before the M line. So I'm going to come inside from that sleeve opening, and I'm going to connect it with a slighted curve like so through the M line. I just use 1 inch. I just cut this in a straight way. Okay, I just connect it straight way like that, because the ruche is going to be forming the shape for us and the belt. So I don't really need a cow effect or a coffee effect. I just connected it straight. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing, from that 8 inches down my waistline, I will put the office pin so that it will show at the other side, and I'm going to chalk the other side to know that this is the second place I'll be attaching the belt to. Okay, so my pin is showing at that other side. I'm going to chalk it like so. So definitely I'm going to know that this is the place that now we attach the second belt to. It's going to have a belt so that our waist can tighten our waist. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be cutting this out like so. And don't forget the shoulder side that we are cutting, we are adding half an inch allowance to it. Okay, is the shoulder side that actually needed that half an inch allowance, so that to be able to cut, be able to sew the shoulder together. Okay, so after I'm done, I'm going to notch the neck width like so. So because it's from that neck width, that notch side, I will join the shoulders together and the sleeve area. And after I'm done, I'm going to press open, and I will use Helming gum to finish up the neckline. So like I said earlier, I will take this to the sewing machine. From where I notch, I will join it together. Okay, like so. And this our ruched side, I'm going to be using a pieces of 3 inches wide. Okay, 3 inches wide, and it's going to be stopping at that 2 inches before my hemline. Okay, 3 inches wide, and the rope that will pass through it, you can just use 6 inches. Okay, I'll be 60 inches long, and it's 1.5 or 1 inches wide. So this one that is going to be serving as a casing for my rope, I'm going to fold the 2 sides like so, and I will sew the middle at that place that I marked on the dress. I'm going to sew the middle on top like so, so that we have a 2 opening, so that my rope is going to pass through the opening. Okay, and I'm going to stop at the 2 inches before the hemline, because we are going to be folding that hemline like so. So this is what I have. I will take all this to the sewing machine, and I'm going to be sewing it. So I'm done sewing, joining my pieces, my rope casing to the dress. Okay, to that place that I mark. Okay, you will let your casing to be at the middle, at the midpoint, expect that place that you are going to be sewing for the double space. Okay, because our casing is going to have a double space. Okay, you're going to sew the middle to have a 2 opening. Okay, so my rope that I've already sewn, I use the safety pin to pass it through the casing like so. Okay, after the thing come out from the one side, I will take the pin and pin it down so that it will not remove totally. So after after I'm done with this, I'm going to put it to the other casing. Okay, other casing, I'm going to put it to the second one and pass through the rope to the down part like so, so that it can form the ruche. Okay, so I hope we understand what I'm actually doing here. I hope we understand me. Okay, if you don't understand anything here, please let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, to share, and to comment, please. And please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, so that I'll be the first person to know anytime I post a tutorial. So I'm done putting in my rope, and you can see I will just draw the 2 rope like so, and it's going to form a ruche like so. So the next thing I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to, that were our belts, the belt space. Okay, for you to get the length of your belt, or the length, just divide your waist circumference by 2. I have 32 divided by 2 is 16, so that's the length I will cut. And this is my neckline. I've already pressed open it. Okay, and I'm going to be using Helming gum to finish up that neck like so. I'll use Helming gum to finish it up, so that it's going to be neat. I'm not going to be sewing it. I want to have a neat finishing outside. I'm going to fold in the sleeve like so, the sleeve opening like so. I'll fold in half an inch, and I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and I will use 1 inch to sew it from the sleeve opening down to the hemline. I'm going to be folding the hemline as well. So this is the belt. I've already sewn the belt, and I'm going to be attaching it to our 8 inches that will mark when we are cutting the dress. I will attach the first one, and you can see where I pin the pin plate that I chose. You can see it, that is actually clear and is showing. So that is the second place I'm going to be attaching the belt too, both at the front. Okay, I'm going to be attaching the belt so that we can tie the belt at the back, and it's going to give us a fitted shape at the front. So this is what I have. Okay, and I will take to the sewing machine, join it together, and I'll come and show us the final look of this dress. Okay, so you can see this is what I have after I've sewn it. Okay, and I've folded the hemline, the neckline. I've already finished it up with my hemming gum. Okay, so and the ruche is perfectly done. You can see the shape is fine. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.